one's for Ikaika. Congratulations, Ikaika, for one more spooky day. We'll do it tomorrow for my dad. I'm sure he'll hate it.
Actually, coming?
My dad's coming on tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. He's flying in today. I called him today. I was like, I'm going to be a little late picking you up at the airport. He's like, why? And I was like, well, I got a show till 4. He's like, skip it. I was like, they pay me money to do it. He's like, oh, all right. Well, I guess I'll just sit outside.
Sounds like Harrison. I'm like, oh. He's like, what, you going to work today? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, what's the matter? And I'm like, I don't want to go, bub. And he's like, well, I have to go to school. I'm like, I know.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, why don't you just stay home? And I'm like, why don't I just stay home? I wish life was that simple sometimes.
Right? Don't you remember when you were a kid and like you have to go to school in the morning and you tell your mom and dad, you're like, I can't wait till like I'm an adult and I don't have to go to school. And your parents be like, working is way worse.
Way worse. Way worse.
And now you're like, yeah.
My mom used to let me stay home from school all the time in high
Really?
school because she didn't like being alone. It was tight. She didn't like being alone. She knows it too. Like we talk about it now, but like my dad was working.
That
my
is
sister
incredible.
was in college, so I was a senior in high school, and I had late arrival. The first 2 periods were late arrivals, meaning my school day didn't even technically start until like 9:30.
That's amazing.
Because I'd never taken a study hall all throughout high school. Sure. So then I don't think they do it anymore, but they allowed seniors then to either leave early or go in late.
We had the senior leave early thing too.
Clearly, you know, I'm not a morning person. I'm a mess in the morning.
This I know.
Yeah.
Pulling up was 10 minutes ago.
I got here literally like a minute and a half ago. So I would wake up a lot, and it would be like 10:15.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, Mom, why didn't you wake me up? And she'd be like, oh, wait, what time were you supposed to be there? And I would just look at her and be like, I see what you're
I
doing.
know you.
But she would do that all the time, where then she'd be like, okay, well, are you going to go in or are you going to stay? And then I'd be like, oh, well, I might as well just stay now. It's like already 10:15. School day's over in like 4 hours. And she'd be like, all right, I'll make breakfast. And like she would get so excited. And we used to
I've got a
talk about
friend.
She would always make me breakfast. We'd watch like Oprah together.
Yeah, that's
it was
amazing.
so funny.
Look at that Sinead Cam. Thank you, Senior Film, for the super chat. You guys can support the show, super chat, Streamlabs. You click us on the Streamlabs. You can also support the Futility Kickstarter. Sinead,
Yeah.
we are at 37,136.
Amazing. Unbelievable. It's actually kind of shocking. Not like I didn't think you guys could do it. That sounded so bad. I'm shocked that you managed to pull this off.
You idiots.
No, it's not that I didn't think you could do it. It's more just like I think it's a lot harder to raise money than people realize it is. You know?
It is. It's a hustle. I would tell you, I'm exhausted from promoting this.
Right, because
every day
you hear about
and
like
begging for money.
Kickstarters and GoFundMes and things like that, and the ones that we hear about are the ones that go viral. You know?
Yes.
So it's like you just assume that you have a goal of 50,000, and within 4 days you're there. You know?
I was hoping this one would go viral, but it didn't, and that's okay. I mean, nothing in my life has ever gone viral, so I don't know why this would be.
Nothing? You've ever had a video on like any of the shows you've done?
What was that one I got in trouble for? The
I mean,
Spider-Man interview with Tobey Maguire. That one, which we had to take off Schmoes. It wasn't. I just like couldn't care less about that interview.
Oh.
I kind of botched it.
Oh, okay. You didn't like show up in a Spider-Man suit,
No,
and, like jump on him or
no,
anything.
No. I think the only thing that like technically ever went viral was the douchebag anthem, and that was like maybe around 700,000 hits. So never like in the millions, which again, you know, it's a hustle, but. We are at 395 backers. I would love to get to 400 backers. I think that's a really cool number.
That's awesome.
The next stretch goal is 38,000, which is the Moments in History cards, and then 40,000 is the R-rated Hot Futility Nights.
Nice.
And this ends tomorrow morning at 9:48 a.m. So if you have friends or people, or you want to buy Christmas presents, you want to buy multiples, you want to go to that $500 backing level, if you don't send me your likeness to futilityofthegame@gmail.com, your face will not be featured on the board. And there's nothing I can do about it, because if you don't send it, I can't get it drawn. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Right, Sinead?
Yeah.
So if you're out there and you're watching, or you know anybody that did it, I need your likenesses by November 10th. That gives you 2 weeks to get me your likenesses. Just email it, futilityofthegame@gmail.com. You can even direct message me on Twitter, Instagram, not Twitter, because
just show up at his house.
You could just take a picture outside my house of your picture, and I will take a picture from inside my house, but I can't let you in. That's weird. I'm not gonna like bring you into my home. Like, thanks.
No.
You also don't know where I live. This is weird. Don't tell people where I live.
Do you feel like I didn't? Do you feel like a teacher when you're like, you have until November 10th?
Yes.
If you do not send it in, you will not be on the board.
You do not get credit.
Yeah.
Okay. The extra credit ends November 10th.
November 10th.
And I want all your faces to be on this board. Okay. There's a lot of people. We only have like 12 faces in there. We've got 22 people that have done the $500 level, so we need like more. GPACharity.
10 more.
Prince of the Island.
So if people that don't do it, can we just put random people like the guy with the fedora hat on there?
So there's this guy with this fedora hat.
Where?
He's on a channel called Dice Tower, which is like a board gaming channel. They have a lot of subscribers, and they
like a YouTube channel.
like a YouTube channel.
Oh, okay.
And they have a show called Crowd Surfing, and they featured Futility, the game, on it yesterday.
Okay.
And they destroyed us.
Really?
Yeah, they
What'd they
bashed
say?
us hard. They were like, "Who wants to play an old game? Who wants to play like a game from yesteryear with like funnier jokes from now? Like that is so over. Okay, it's over. Like it's dated." And I was
Is
like,
that how they said it?
"Yeah, basically." Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And the main guy wears a fedora and suspenders and a tie.
You should make a pack of cards just for them.
Yeah,
Send it to them.
smart. Yeah.
Guarantee you, they'll play it.
Every card is just the same. Hey, you douchers. So I commented, "Thanks for featuring our game. It's way easier to be nice. It's way easier to like love than hate. If you guys want to back the game, great." And then somebody came back and was like, "Oh, so you're pandering now to get backers?" And I was like, "Yup."
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What is this? Duh. Absolutely no hashtag, no
Hello.
shame in that.
Yeah.
But how do people think businesses happen? You know, how do you think everyone just wakes up and is like, has like Apple products? Everything.
We just
everybody
wake up
wakes
and here's
with,
Spanx.
Yes, exactly. Like that's just not how life works. You have to hustle.
Garrett Farney, our buddy, who's coming in for the Queen's Cup this weekend, the golf tournament I put on every year, he says hello from 30,000 feet. So he's watching us on the on a plane.
Whoa.
I know, crazy. You can do that.
That's crazy.
Thank you all for being here in chat. Thanks for everybody who tuned into the Streamapalooza last night. We had a really good time. The way you said it too, like when people tell me like, "Oh, are you really selling out?" I was like, "Yeah, I will sell out anytime."
Yeah. Also, like that's not even selling out.
Yeah.
If you were actually ever selling out, you know, I would be the first one to tell you. I'd be like, "Josh, you're selling out." No, it's not about that. Like people need to understand that like. It's just way easier for people to get on
The hate train.
people like us, you know, who are like putting our faces out there every single day and like whatever, because they just think like, oh, yeah, it's just so easy for you to go out there and ask for things. But in reality, it was really funny. I read an article the other day that said my net worth was between $1 and $3 million. And I was like, I would love to see that money. Excuse me, person who wrote this article, I would like to see that money. And I was just like, well, yeah, like it's never ever lost on us that we have platforms and we're able to like get things featured or whatever, because a lot of people wouldn't even be able to get things featured. Yeah. And it's like it's great in that sense. But also, we got kids, we got families, and we have goals and dreams.
Correct.
We should be allowed to pander when we want to,
without
it being called pandering.
Sinead, I will read the comment to you. It's from a gentleman by the name of Tom Delaney. Okay? Thank you for commenting on a video I'm watching. Even if you didn't find it particularly uplifting or wanted it to be more uplifting, I appreciate your comment. Pandering is important. I hope you have an amazing day and maybe buy a couple things from McDonald's. It's easier to eat McDonald's than cook yourself a healthy meal. And he wrote Jorsh, because I ended mine with Josh, because I commented from the Good People Association. Now, I would like to break this down just a little bit. McDonald's is amazing.
I love McDonald's. Wait, do you think he took that the wrong way?
Well, because here's my comment. I said, thank you all for featuring our game on your show. Even if you hated it or wanted to throw hate at it, we appreciate you all. Choosing positivity matters. We hope you have an amazing day and maybe back our Kickstarter. It's way easier to love than hate. Josh.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Especially since the channel is called The Positivity Report.
Correct.
So it doesn't even sound like... It doesn't sound like you could have just been like, well, even if you wanted to hate on it, like it doesn't sound like that, because the whole mantra and vibe of the Positivity Report is to be positive.
And can I read you an email I just received? Okay. It says, a saucy hello from McDonald's.
Oh, tight.
The McRib returns. Hey, Josh. Checking in to make sure you're ready for the sauciest, tangiest, most craveable time of the year, McRib season. Starting November 1st, we're celebrating 40 years of the most important sandwich of the year. And I'd love to hook you, one of our biggest McRib fans, up with some exclusive limited edition items to celebrate and enjoy the McRib in style.
Yay, that you're going to get like McDonald's McRib socks. That's all, that's all I want is McDonald's socks.
If I get socks, I will give them to you.
They're really nice. Maybe you should see them first. So the McDonald's merch that they send out to people or like fans that they send out to like really like loyal customers and whatever, or just people they like apparently. every single time I see their socks, they're so good.
Well, I'm telling you this right now because I think you're one of the most amazing people on this planet.
Thank you.
You're getting my McDonald's socks.
That would really make me cry on
Because
this show.
when he talked about McDonald's, first of all, it is amazing. I love McDonald's.
But maybe people don't like McDonald's as much as we do. I love McDonald's.
Yeah, I don't understand that. You know, our girl Naz Perez is on our level.
Yeah,
she loves McDonald's.
She loves McDonald's.
Too.
But I also went back to Chicago, remember, for that wedding, and they were like shocked. I was like, yeah, and then a call came back to me that when I lived in Illinois, we didn't really eat McDonald's a lot. We always ate Burger King. And you wouldn't catch me walking into a Burger King in Los Angeles because Burger King in Los Angeles is rancid.
It's bad.
It's bad. And you know what else is kind of bad in California, too,
Carl's
in comparison?
Jr.
Well, Carl's Jr. I will never go to.
Carl's Jr., listen, not only are you going to get fat and probably die, but you probably get stabbed in there.
No, it's so bad in there. But Wendy's is also not as good as I remember.
What happened?
I don't know.
Why does it stink
But
here, and why is it great
Wendy's
in Pittsburgh?
in Illinois, there was one right across from our high school. But when I went
too.
back, I asked my best friend. I was like, "So, you guys just don't eat McDonald's?" She was like, "No, gross." And I was like offended. And I was like, "Don't call me gross because I eat McDonald's all the time.
It's amazing.
I love McDonald's."
Let me tell you something. Friday night, my little niece was spending the night. Abby, she's amazing. We went and did that Halloween party. We were the Cruella and the dogs, and I was the dog napper. Easiest costume ever. And I said, we got home about 3:30. We all took a nap, which was amazing. And then I said, what do you want to do for dinner? And she goes, chicken McNuggets. And I was like, Uncle Josh has got this. So drive to, there's McDonald's close by my house. Get in line at the drive-thru, and the line is backing up. And so I was now stuck. So I get to the guy, and he's like, hey, do you have cash or card readers down? And I was like, no.
Can you Venmo?
I legit asked him. I was like, do you guys take Venmo? He's like, who are you going to Venmo? I was like, I'll Venmo you, and then you pay it. And he's like, I don't think I'm allowed to do that.
That's really smart.
Right?
He could have easily done that. He could have been like, yeah, your total is $30.
Thanks, dude. So then I had to get out of my car.
Oh, that's awful.
And go to the 5 cars behind me and be like, hey, guys, I don't know if you know this. And this was like my Good Samaritan moment where I said, I don't know if you guys know this, but they're only taking cash, their card readers down. And everybody's like, crap. And they all got out of line with me. Because now I'm blocked in there. I can't, I got to wait another 15 to 20 minutes just to get past the window.
Right.
Okay. So, like any good McDonald's loving person, I found the next closest McDonald's and went to that one. And
their ice cream machine was down.
Thank God, no, because I got all of us McFlurries because, I'm a human being.
Yeah.
And we got back. My little niece ate 8 chicken nuggets. She's 3.5.
What?
Yes.
She needs to come over to my house and show my son what it means to eat. That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm lucky if Harrison takes a single bite out of each chicken nugget in his box. It is very irritating. He'll eat like the outer, he has like a texture problem, so he'll eat the perimeter, and it's really irritating.
Part.
Yeah, it's really irritating because it's not. We can't then eat his nuggets. We can't eat his nuggets because he has gnawed the perimeter around it.
It's like a person licking the icing off a cupcake.
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm just like, he's like, you want these? And I'm looking at him like, no, I don't want those.
Don't insult me with your.
Or he'll take a
your
bite.
crustless nugget. Yeah.
Take a bite and be like, you want it? And I'm always like, you're disgusting. Get out of here. So maybe it's just a regional thing. I think a lot of people in California like McDonald's.
Oh, so good.
And it's because we don't have a lot to.
Well, all we have is In-N-Out.
Well, yeah, but when it comes
Shake Shack
to
and
your
McDonald's.
standard, Shake Shack's not your standard.
No.
Shake Shack is a level above. Chick-fil-A, level above. I'm
Correct.
talking about the McDonald's, Wendy's, Burger King, Carl's Jr., Jack in the Box, like that level of fast food. McDonald's reigns supreme easily.
I mean, not even close.
Easily.
Not even
Jack
close.
in the Box.
No,
Jack in
no
the Box
Jack
is
in the Box.
disgusting.
I love it.
It is. And
Absolutely disgusting.
not with it. McDonald's, however, have you ever done, I know it's called the McGangbang, but I don't like that term. So I call it the McChubble.
I like that. That's crazy that is totally called that.
Yeah.
We used to say that all the time.
I know.
I just never thought it was problematic.
So that's what I had on Friday. Because what happened was my little niece wanted McNuggets. Amanda wanted McNuggets. I wanted McNuggets, but she ate all of the McNuggets. And then there was only enough for Amanda, and I had 2 nuggets. So then I made the McChubble. Double trouble. Get the McChubble.
I like McTrouble.
Right?
It's cute.
You always take the McChicken out and put it in the McDouble. Don't put the McDouble on the McChicken because you don't want that ranch that comes with the McChicken. whatever that. It's like a mayo in it.
It's like a buttermilk something ranch mayo situation.
No. And here's the other thing too. If you're working at McDonald's and they're like, "What kind of sauces would you like with your McNuggets?" Just give me one of everything. I think that's except for, but like honey, the hot mustard, awesome. Honey mustard, amazing.
Honey mustard
Barbecue, great.
is the best. Sweet and sour might be a little bit better at McDonald's. I don't want that barbecue stuff. Stop
like
putting
it?
the barbecue in my bag.
Really?
Yes, because every single time I go to
How
McDonald's.
about buffalo?
No, I don't want it. Every time I go to McDonald's, they're like, "Do you want sauce with that?" I'm like, "Yes, honey mustard and sweet and sour." And they're like, "Okay." And I'm like, "Okay." And I pull up. I got the honey mustard, the sweet and sour, and then I have 4 barbecues. And I'm like,
Stop it.
I didn't ask for this barbecue sauce situation. Why didn't you just keep that and double up my honey mustard and my sweet and sour? Why do you give me, who wants one sweet and sour?
I'm not asking you for anything. I just wanted sauce me.
That's it.
Yeah.
And if I'm getting 10 nuggets, first of all, Nils gets a Happy Meal with Harrison. Every time. He gets a Happy Meal, Harrison gets a Happy Meal. He's always like, "This is the perfect amount." And I was like, "I'll have a 10-piece
give me
chicken
the 10-piece.
McNuggets, large fry." Like, I am a beast when it comes
Listen,
to
if I'm going to
fast
do
food.
it, I'm doing it. It's not like I'm having McDonald's every meal.
I just am
Morgan
a very
Spurlock,
hungry
jackwagon.
person.
Yes.
You know, I have a very high metabolism. I need to eat a lot of food. So how am I going to make one little tubby of sweet
Work
and
for
sour
all those nuggets.
stretch for 10 nuggets?
Now,
It's impossible.
I call, in our home, I call it the border war, right? It's like a war of attrition. It's like World War I. There's a trench built at our table because I get McNuggets, and then across from it is the Chick-fil-A sauce that I bought at Target.
Oh, well, we
Ralph's.
have Chick-fil-A sauce in the fridge at home,
me too.
but we don't even buy the thing. We just save them. So there's the cheese drawer where you
yeah.
put cheese in.
Tons of them.
When you open that, it's all sauces.
I love it.
We have like soy
Sauce drawer.
sauces,
Ooh, yeah.
and we have like just different because sauces taste different from different places.
Agreed.
And Chick-fil-A sauce is like it's like heavenly,
And listen,
magic.
we're all about inclusion.
Yeah,
Include all of the sauces, no matter the meal.
I mean that's smart. I guess like it's very wasteful, right? That's the only thing. Is like how many times do I toss barbecue sauces? I will say I do put them in the fridge hoping somebody will eat them,
But
like my
nobody's gonna do
roommate.
it. Yeah.
He never does. It's always the number one sauce in the fridge.
Is your roommate Nils?
No, not that roommate. The other roommate. The roommate that lives in my house is Nils. The roommate that lives in the back house is Ryan.
Oh, right. Got it.
Yeah.
I have taken some of the McDonald's barbecue sauce and put it in a Bloody Mary. It's actually pretty good.
Really?
Yeah.
The barbecue sauce is good. I like it.
Yeah.
But I just when it comes to those nuggets, the way that they're breaded, I need a little bit of more of a kick without the sweetness because the McNuggets are a little bit sweet. And their buffalo and barbecue sauce has like some sort of hint of sweetness. I want the opposite. I want something to like cut through. That's why I like the mustard. That's why I like the sweet and sour.
The actual like combination of sauces is kind of a video that we should do. Is like do like the combinations and figure out what combinations is great. The problem is that there's probably like I'm not a mathematician, but there's somewhere probably around like 1,000 combos that you could do even with just those sauces.
Right.
Because you could add the honey mustard to the hot mustard and like mix it up and probably make like a little bit of a Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I mean, we're fast
Very
food
interesting.
geniuses.
We should probably do a taste test. We should just get a standard nug, bring it here, and then bring all the sauces, and then we should try it out so we can finally decide who has the best sauce.
Save the date, December the 9th. It's a Thursday in the evening.
How did you know that?
Because we've been talking about dates.
Oh, I was like, that is really impressive.
Put it on your calendar.
Okay.
December the 9th
December
in the
the 9th,
evening.
in the
We're going to do a
evening.
large live stream here, and we will do that.
Okay, that sounds great.
Because
I like that.
the weight loss challenge ended yesterday, Sinead.
Oh, it did?
It did. And
Who won?
Who do you think won? The hunk.
Homeboy over there?
The hunk won.
Yeah, of course he did.
The
How much?
hunk won.
How much did you end up dropping?
23.2.
That is so incredible.
I know. And now he fits into Thor. He is Thor for Halloween. He looks like
Nice.
Thor.
Hey,
He's all
do you like
jacked up.
feel better? Like genuinely?
I do.
Yeah, it's nice.
I felt like crap when I ate a bunch of junk food right after I weighed in. Had ice cream and Dunkaroos are back. I had some of those.
Yeah,
Dunkaroos was
Cutco went
before
nasty.
my time, only in the sense that I just didn't live here yet.
Yeah.
You know, but it was around when I was a kid. But I just was in South Africa.
I was watching this, and congrats to the hunk because he did crush
That's
it.
amazing.
Ken gained 0.4 pounds.
Oh no, that's sad.
I lost 16.
Wow, that's impressive too. I told
That's
you
okay.
you were losing weight though
Yeah.
in your face.
I gotta really work on it. I think that sometimes, I mean, people were saying like muscle weighs more than fat, which I know it does. And I was putting on muscle again and working out. So it might have stalled my thing. But Ikaika and I both said as we walked out, had I gone as hard the first month as I did like the next 2 months, I probably would have lost more weight. I was just so tired of being hungry. And I was
It's hard to maintain.
miserable. Yeah. And like the weekends, I would do like a cheat meal. Then it became like a cheat day. Then it became a cheat weekend. And it was.
And especially like going on a diet when the weather's getting colder, like props to you guys, because as the weather gets colder, I just get hungrier.
Right.
You know, I'm just like,
That's
give
like
me more food.
you're a bear.
Right. And like it burns more energy trying to stay warm than it does trying to cool down.
Correct.
So like as you get colder, you might not just feel like, oh, it's colder, I want food. Your body literally wants more food.
Correct. And that's why sweater season in Pittsburgh, or like on the East Coast, is so loved by all people. Because like you can hide that little bit of.
Trust me, as your daughter gets older, you will literally be so active. It's going to be so much easier for you to stay consistent.
Yeah.
Because like with Harrison, obviously, like it was a very big difference. I'm on the go constantly. The kid never stops moving. He's like a rocket of a human, and that really does make me feel good because I will be sore the next day without having to have worked out. Like I will literally have like.
Are you picking him up still? No, right?
Well, yeah, but like picking him up, throwing him around, like practicing soccer with him before his
Well, you probably love that.
practices. Yeah, I love that, and like all those types of things, running around outside, and we like dig holes, like all of that
That's
stuff.
pretty fun.
After like hours of doing that, you're literally like, oh my God, I am so out of shape. Yeah, no, it is like a workout.
Salvan Bacon said Ken only gained 0.2, not 0.4. I apologize to Ken.
Oh, sorry, Ken.
Sorry. No, I mean, Rosie just started crawling like 3 days ago.
Wow.
And she's it's very
doing
cute.
like the
yeah,
twerk?
the rock, like the twerk. And now she's like, and like she'd get it.
She's a beast.
She is beast.
Yeah.
You know? And she's so sweet. And
Yeah.
now
I saw that picture you posted yesterday. So cute.
I mean,
My
Amanda
gosh.
got her this other little snow hat, kind of very hipstery. And I want to just like put her in front of like a Silver Lake barbershop and be like, look at my hipster daughter.
I love it.
So I know now I'm feeling, I feel like I probably have about 2 to 3 more weeks until I got to really pay attention when she's moving around because she's starting to look up at the couch like, I got to get up there. And I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to get up there. Because if I set her and she's holding it, she can like kind of wiggle for a little bit and then she'll fall. Right. But now she's figuring out how to get from her stomach to her butt and then looking up like, coming for you guys.
Was she 9 months now, right?
A little over 8 months.
A little over 8 months?
Yeah.
Wow, that's wild, dude.
know.
Can you believe that 8 months have gone by? That is so
It's
insane.
insanity. I was looking at pictures of her from like week 2, week 3. I don't even know that baby is.
Oh, I mean, when I look at pictures of Harrison, I'm
Yeah.
just like, ooh. Babies look like nothing until it's like.
You think it's the cutest thing that's ever lived when it comes out of the womb, and then you look at
I mean,
your
I
baby now?
didn't. I definitely did not. I thought I birthed an alien. I was like, that's not mine.
Oh
Nope.
my God.
Wasn't supposed to look like that. Yeah. Also, like, I made them clean him off before I even took him. I wasn't one of those people that just like put a dirty baby on you. I was like, ooh, yeah, no. Can you wash that? And then I'll wait. And I was just like waiting there for them to clean him. I was like, okay, thank you. So funny.
Have you watched a season of Sex Education at all
No.
yet?
Mm-mm.
So it ends with a birth, and she's holding the baby, and there's like blood and goo everywhere. And I was like, why didn't they clean the baby?
They never do,
I know.
They never do.
I went to cut like the ceremonial cutting of the umbilical cord, and I was like, you got any like wipes back?
You're like, go up to the doctor, you just like wipe it on his. Nils didn't even cut the cord. We are the same person. He was like, they're like, do you want to cut this? He was like, nope. Like, we are just the same person when it comes. Thank God we're the same person because we just understand, like, we're just both like, yeah, no, I don't need to do this.
Yes.
This is kind of gross.
Yep.
Clean that kid off.
Mm-hmm. And then they put that goo in their eyeballs so they don't get conjunctivitis,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And just like her goo in her eyeballs. And Amanda's like, what's going on over there? I was like, I don't know. They're throwing some goo in her ball.
Yeah, I was like, what? Does he have an infection of his eyes? Like, what's going on? And they're like, no. We put that in all the. I was like, do I look like I've been here in this situation before? I am like 12.
I have questions.
Yeah, I am a child. Look at me. Look at me. Look at my life.
So how did babies survive before you started putting goo in their eyeballs? Like, what happened then?
I know. It's
Just
always,
like a wolf licked them?
It's so funny. I always think about stuff like that. It's like, I'm sorry. When we decided that it was really bad to eat like fish and stuff like that, like, what do you think people have been doing for literally hundreds of years?
Thousands of years.
Yeah. Do you think Japanese people do not eat fish when they're pregnant? Of course not.
Correct.
Of course not. And I will
All of a
be
sudden
the
one
first
day,
to admit.
some
and
doctor.
I definitely had sushi when I was pregnant. I was like, what is one? Sushi's like one of my favorite foods. Are you
I
kidding?
know.
What am I going to do?
I got our first meal in the hospital. I went and got a sushi.
Yeah.
Because Amanda, she had a couple bites of fish. I'll be honest. Like, it's
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, so did I. But like then, obviously, you just freak yourself out that you
Totally.
I had one sushi night out when I was pregnant. I must have been like 6 or 7 months, and I
At
was
that
like,
point, he's fully cooked.
yeah, I'm like, what's gonna happen at this point?
Yeah.
You know, one piece of fish.
I mean,
is
I'm
gonna-
no doctor, but
No, I know, neither am I. I don't know what the heck.
kid's fine.
My mom told me last night. She's like, how come whenever I call you, you're always outside? I'm like, I'm filming a video, Mom. This is my life. She goes, oh, well, why you say it like that? You could have gone to school and you could be a doctor by now. And I go, we both know. I would have never been a doctor.
way.
She was like, yeah, that's true. I was like, yeah, no.
Hi, I'm Sinead. Looks like your flake fell off, and it's not my fault. Okay? I didn't do it.
I would be the best
I
doctor.
didn't do
I
it.
would be the best. I would have the best bedside manner.
Totally.
I would be the best doctor.
I don't disagree that you wouldn't be a great doctor in theory. I think
theory.
in practice,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
My personality for a doctor would be awesome. I would make all the kids laugh. But my actual skill set, I also like have a fear of needles too. Yeah, I'd be like, is it in? Is it in? Do you feel it?
I'm sorry, I can't look at the needle.
Yeah, that would literally be me.
The first time I saw like a real episode of a hospital, like a behind the scenes, like this is what surgery looks like. I was like, what? No. I can't look at somebody's guts.
Well, I'm not grossed out by guts and
Oh,
stuff.
man,
It's
me.
just I
I
can
am.
sit there and watch the TV and like be eating and watching it. Like I don't have a problem with that. I don't like certain types of things. Like, did you watch
Dr.
You
Pepper
season
Popper?
3? Oh, I
No.
loved Dr. Pimple
You
Popper.
takes place on my street.
It
Like
does?
the house, like the exteriors, that's where I live.
Wait, really? They're not in some random like Chatsworth?
No, it's in friggin' Van Nuys.
Really?
Yes. I'll walk you by it.
Wow, that's tight.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was in Van Nuys.
You know that Chris Rock Kevin Hart commercial where he's like,
What? That one?
yeah, like, because that's what I do. It's about like, I don't know, Capital One or something.
Yeah.
Same house as you. Look at it.
Oh, is it just like one of those houses people rent out?
It's the street of like any town USA. Everything's a white picket fence. All the grass is perfectly manicured. They all have it's all these beautiful old like 1960s, 1970s houses that were built as like a planned neighborhood on just that street.
Wow, that's cool.
And the houses are gorgeous like that. I mean, it's amazing. So we walk Rosie up and down there.
That's really
Yeah.
pretty. But I don't know. Oh, yeah, You. Like, I can't watch some of the things on You because it's like really graphic. Or Squid Game, I was like, ooh.
Did you finish the Squids?
Ooh. Yeah, I did.
And did you like it?
I loved it.
Okay.
It was life-changing.
Yeah.
I also just
figured
love
you'd love
everything Korean, though, you
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Like, I'm just so biased. Like, before I even watched it. I was like, well, it's Korean. I'm going to love it. Like, immediately just because, yeah, it's so good. Also, I didn't realize people were watching it dubbed the wrong way.
Oh, I watched it dubbed. No,
You watched it
without the subtitles. I watched it dubbed.
Why would you do that?
Well,
It is totally different.
here, let me tell you why I did it.
Because you didn't want to read.
No. It's not that.
No, I mean like you didn't have time.
There's so much going on that with a baby
Yeah,
and everything,
hard.
I needed to hear a lot of it in order to like get it without being able to read it. Because if I'm watching something and I want to read the subtitles, like an Italian show or something like that, I used to before the baby, I would watch the subtitles. I've said it on TV Talk. I don't love the subtitles, but I understand it, and I would love to watch it in the native language with the subtitles. I think that matters. But with a baby, it's become a lot harder to watch a show with subtitles.
Yeah, I understand that. I totally understand that. I will say that is very disappointing.
I know.
Because I feel like
The acting from the dub is insanely bad.
Well, and I just feel like it is a different show.
Is it?
Yes, I do. I feel like it's so much better.
Hawaiian Hunk.
I feel like
Champion
it
of the weight
ruins
loss.
the whole red light, green light thing because the way the robot says it is really creepy.
Yeah, it's like it's different. It changes like the vibe a little bit.
Okay.
It builds up suspense a little bit more. If you have time, if you got to
Maybe
do
I'll
it
just watch
this
the
way,
first episode. With
just
it.
watch the first episode
Okay.
and like just see how you feel about it.
Got it.
Because I didn't realize. My sister said hers started with the dubbing
With the dub.
automatically, but mine didn't.
Okay.
And I was like, maybe it's because we watch a lot of things in foreign language.
Probably.
So because I didn't know why it didn't start mine. It was almost like knew that we watch a lot of foreign language documentaries and stuff.
Yeah.
So I didn't realize that there was like an American dub that people were, or an English dub that people were.
See, we tried to watch
Is it
that.
American accents?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's awful.
We tried to watch that Money Heist show, which a lot of people love,
I love that.
and we tried to watch on the dub and we couldn't do it. And then we tried to watch it with the subtitles and we couldn't do it because of the baby and like us watching a show. I think that might be like a thing we might visit down the line.
Yeah, it's
because-
tough. I was like that too. I didn't.
Yeah.
There were so many shows I didn't watch because of having Harrison. It's just too hard.
It's really tough. Bradley Pooper brings up that's a great name, in chat, brings up a very funny question. And why do they say lost weight and not found weight? So like, oh, I lost some weight instead of gaining weight. It's like, oh, I found some weight.
Oh,
It's kind of a funny question.
yeah, it is.
Right?
It is.
Like one of those, I don't know how that started.
Mm-hmm.
I lost some weight. Oh, I gained some weight. Right? I found some weight. I feel like that might be something they say in like a British town. It might be like a language
Yes,
barrier. Like in
yes,
Australia,
maybe.
like, oh, I found some weight lately.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what accent
We-
that was.
I found some weight lately. I think it's my Irish accent.
It's not Australian.
That's not.
Oh, I found
Royce
some weight
Blights.
lately.
I found some bloody weight, mate. It's fucking right here.
That's good. That's great.
Yeah. But in Germany, it's like, so when we lose a weight, it's our soul leaving our body to like visit us a people.
That's great
then
too.
we find it.
That's
then
great
we
too.
found it, our soul comes back. Yeah. German's the only one that I'm decent at. Australian, not bad.
Australian's not that bad.
not
Your
terrible.
your Kiwi accent too makes me laugh.
Oh, Sinead. Watch the bloody Squid Game
It always
with the
sounds
subtitles.
it always sounds the same. It sounds more Australian than from New Zealand, but it's close. There are some words that you say that are I feel like are really
Pretty
good,
close.
really
Well,
really good.
So I started watching this docu-series called Bad Sport. Okay.
Yeah, it's all over Netflix,
It's
right?
at Netflix, right?
There's like 17 of them. I can't.
No, there's 7.
Oh, every single time I scroll through, I'm like, there's another one.
Okay. Now,
I
no,
think-
that's that. Are you talking about the one with Caitlyn Jenner?
Oh, I don't know.
That one's called Untitled, something like that.
Is
but-
Bad Sport just one
Bad Sp-
show?
No, it's 7 independent.
Yeah.
About 7 independent stories. It's mostly about like people doing bad things in
Yeah,
sports,
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
fixing things.
But every time I want to start a new one, I feel like there's a new one popping up. But as you said, there's always been 7.
7.
There's just sprinkled them throughout Netflix.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, I've watched all of them, and the last one is about South African cricket,
Oh, it is.
and you should watch it. It's about a man by the name of Hansi Cronje.
Yeah, huh?
Do you know this story?
Wait, I know. I've definitely heard this story. I've definitely read this story, and
Okay.
I've definitely heard this story.
It's an incredible story, and it's an incredible documentary. And the thing that I got most from it was, oh, South African accents are so freaking fun. I really want to get good
How
at
did they
one.
pronounce his last name?
Hansi is his name, Hanse.
Is it
Cronje.
Is it Krong? Not G J
E.
E.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I don't think we would say it like that.
like Hansi Cronje.
I like the Cronje.
Cronje.
I think my parents would probably just say grungy.
Yeah. Crunchy?
Straight up.
Really?
I think so.
I like it. Yeah, no. Hansi Cronje was the captain of the South African cricket squad, you know? And
It's
they...
horrible.
Is it bad? It's not good, huh? The prawns? Ah, shit. All right.
The fronts. It's like it's obviously you're doing a different accent than when I speak in.
Damn it. Could
But,
you, could you talk, like, if I gave you... fuck.
It's funny.
Well, what the cool thing about the documentary that I didn't know about, and for those that on Netflix, watch Bad Sport because they got one about figure skating, they've one about college football or college basketball fixing, one about horse murder that's insane, like a horse hitman. Oh my god, that story like that. But there's one about cricket because I don't know a lot about cricket, and I would love to learn the rules of cricket.
Oh,
because it
Nils can
looks
teach you in a
amazing.
second.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's obsessed, obviously.
Okay. Yeah, because he's
Yeah. So yeah, cricket's huge in South Africa.
Yeah.
Cricket's a crazy game. Okay, it's crazy.
because they play for like 2
They
days.
go. It sometimes goes on longer than that.
Yeah.
It's insane. It's crazy.
Okay.
But it's a cool sport. I feel like you like golf. You know
Yes.
that.
That's a 6-hour day.
Yeah, there is like the waiting and whatever. You would appreciate that with cricket.
Mm-hmm.
Nils will literally like wake up the next day and he'll have to read like 12 pages of review
Yeah.
and or recap and he'll just sit there and I'm just like, there's got to be like a YouTube video where you can watch. Like, it's recapping this for us.
Isn't
He
there like
loves
a cricket
to read it.
TV where he can watch like the highlights of cricket?
Sometimes there are certain games, but
Okay.
usually not. I'm gonna call my dad and ask him how to pronounce that last name.
Okay,
Let's do
call
it.
him up.
Yeah, but I do feel like you would like it. I really do.
No, and it looks so fun, and I want to know the rules because I just started learning the rules of rugby from my Australian buddy, right? And I find it very intriguing because my buddy in college played rugby, and I think it's how football should be played.
Yeah.
Right? Like no pads, less injuries. Personally, that's how I
Yeah,
think.
rugby's also fun to watch too.
Yeah. But then cricket, because it looks so fun to play too, right? And they don't have gloves; they gotta catch it out of the air.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And they're obsessed with it in India.
Yeah.
And that's where the story kind of takes place. The bad sports story is Hansi Cronje.
How come none of my family ever answers? I just find it to be very rude.
How about your mom?
My mom will answer. Between
She's
the two
so
of them.
lonely.
Sometimes I will call my mom and my dad will answer.
Andrew Cook says cricket is on ESPN Plus. Man. Maddie Gunner says live like pub cricket is fun, but a full game on TV, yawn. Oh, pub cricket is darts, right?
Oh, it has to FaceTime me. Jeez.
You don't have to show her. We just can hear
Hello?
her.
Hello?
Hey, mommy.
Hi, sorry, man. I was just on the phone with Gloria. I couldn't to just ring off quickly.
That's okay.
Oh, man, I love
We're
your
like
accent.
live on the show right now, so don't say
Hi,
anything.
Mrs. de Vries. It's Josh Macuga. I think you're amazing.
Don't say anything incriminating.
Okay.
Okay, how do you pronounce the last name Kronje?
Kronje.
J-E.
What word is that?
Yeah, the last. It's the last name. It's the cricket player's last name.
Hansi Cronje is how they.
It's C-R-O-N.
That's what I thought.
No.
No, but Josh says it was spelled with a K.
Yeah, Hansi.
Wrong. It's C. It's Cronje.
Yeah, so
See?
she is saying it like you.
Yeah. Hold on. In the documentary, they spelled it with a K, Mrs. de Vries. Hansi.
Yeah, well, that's
Oh,
weird.
no, it's with a C. She's
yeah,
right.
she's right.
Yeah.
So with the C.
Some people say Cronje or Cronje.
Because I was going to say, I've definitely heard it pronounced. Didn't I say it? I've
Yeah.
definitely pronounced it Cronje.
Cronje.
But my mom's saying,
Andre Cronje. And then
oh, is that why? That's why. It's our family friend's last name, and we call them
Cronje.
Cronje.
Okay.
And you can say Cronje.
And you can say
Cronje.
Cronje.
And you can say Cronje.
Cronje, not Cronje, Cronje. Is that what you're saying? Cronje.
Yes.
And that's kind of what you
Cronje.
were saying.
Cronje, yeah. But we always said Cronje.
Yeah.
But it's not Cronje, it's actually Cronje.
Oh, we just said it. We just decided how to say it. Okay. Cool. All right.
Do you know about that
But
cricket?
we say Andre Cronje, but I know for a fact that Afrikaners would say Cronje.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
That makes sense.
They would pronounce the J as a Y.
Yeah. Do you know the
'Cause that's like
story of the
Dutch and
cricket
German.
player?
Hansi Cronje?
Yeah.
Gosh, there was some controversy with him. I can't remember.
Yeah. So I was watching, there's a documentary on Netflix about it right now, and I knew nothing about it. And it's about him doing some like match fixing for gamblers.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's correct. Yes,
Yeah.
apparently there was some. Yeah, I think he got into a lot of trouble because of that.
Yeah.
Or he was banned or suspended or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I can vaguely remember that. It was some time ago.
There you go. Yeah, it was in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Late.
he was such a big name, and then he went and just completely
Yeah.
gave himself such a bad name.
Yeah. He was like, apparently he unified because Nelson Mandela was like, because South Africa wasn't allowed to compete in international sports because of apartheid. And then Nelson Mandela, and they ended apartheid and they were able to compete. And Hansi Cronje was able to like bring South African cricket to the forefront. They beat England, they beat India. Like it was a whole big thing.
That's sad that he messed it up.
I know.
Okay. Cool.
There were a lot of. Sorry, I know you have to go.
No, you're fine.
People in sports, even like rugby and that kind of thing. Hansi obviously was one of them that tried to get because we were like literally banned from the sporting world.
Yeah.
And sort of I think they all sort of worked behind the scenes trying to get South Africa back, because I mean South Africa's obviously like really good in cricket and rugby and things like that.
Yeah.
And then to be banned from that sport was like it was terrible.
Yeah. Golf too. They were.
Golf as well, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Gary Player actually lived here. I think he just passed away or something recently. Gary Player, South African golfer.
Oh.
Has been living
Yeah.
here
No,
since
he's
so
still.
long.
Gary
Yeah.
Player's still alive. No, yeah, he's still alive. He's still
Is he
kicking.
alive? Why
Yeah.
did I think
The Black Knight.
Really?
Yeah. He's
Oh, wow.
Gary Player's like one of the most. He kind of started fitness in golf, so he still does 1,000 sit-ups a day and 500 push-ups a day, and he's in his mid-80s.
Oh, wow. And Ernie also says, I think Ernie is Ernie living here too?
Ernie Els is.
Ernie Els.
I think he's a Florida guy, but Ernie Els, I saw him play live in Pittsburgh because he won the U.S. Open in Pittsburgh in 1992.
It's a good year.
Yeah, he's also pretty good. Although I haven't heard from him in a while, but I don't really follow golf, so I'm not quite sure.
You had a tough tone there, Mrs. de Vries. I don't follow golf. You should follow golf. It's a great sport.
That's a little boring for me. I don't watch that.
Well, after watching this documentary, I really want to learn about cricket and I find somewhere to play it, and it very much intrigues me. So.
Oh, it's really even us as kids and like girls. I mean, everybody just plays cricket,
See.
and rugby and that kind of thing. It's huge, and South Africa is so good, really,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Very good. Thanks
Cool.
for answering our
Thanks,
call.
Tommy.
It's great to talk to you.
I'll give you a call on the way home.
Okay, listen, I need to speak to you. Okay.
Yeah, I'll call you.
Okay, bye.
All right, bye.
I like that your South African accent comes in when you talk to your mom.
Always, my whole family.
Yeah. It's amazing how you can transition like that quickly.
Well,
back
I
and forth.
mean, technically, the American accent is the one that's put on,
Well, yeah, for sure.
But like, it's so second nature.
Mm-hmm.
If I would have moved here as an older person, I would have never had an
able to-
American accent.
Yeah.
I was just like 8, and I hated that no one could understand me because that's like nothing. Everyone knows what I'm saying now.
Yeah.
Because it's very subtle. But when I was younger, everyone thought I was speaking a different language.
Get outta here.
Yeah, it was so thick. Literally everybody thought my family was speaking a different language.
Wow, that's crazy.
Because we also spoke really fast as
Yeah.
well.
Well, the thing with the South African that's a little different, I think, than maybe British or even like that, like a Cockney per se, or even Australian, is your consonants are so sharp
Yeah.
and you end it like
Yeah.
so fast that
Yeah.
it's hard. It's hard for us to get because English here in America is much slower.
Right.
Just
Totally.
a much slower
Right.
cadence.
100%.
Yeah.
And like even just the way, like the pacing of just the space between words
Yeah.
too,
Because there's parts of that documentary where they're talking, even like the newscasters are talking. I'm like, rewind that.
Yeah.
I didn't catch that. All
It's
I caught
just
was
really
Hansi Cunha.
fast.
Yeah. It's amazing. I really would love to go to South Africa.
You
I really,
should.
I want to swim with sharks. I want to go on a safari, but I also want to I want to see Cape Town. I want to see Johannesburg. I want
Well,
to see
I mean, I've
Pretoria.
been to South Africa obviously a bajillion times since we moved, and I'm going in March.
No way.
Yeah, you should come.
That's
just
amazing.
Just come. Bring
Just
Rosie.
pop on.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
But I've never ever swam with sharks or been on a safari.
Damn it.
Yeah, no.
Amanda, I say this now. Amanda wants to really go on a safari, and I'm like warming to the idea. I was very against it at first because I'm afraid I'm going to get attacked by a bug, like a spider or like a large bug, and I'm going to get bit, and I'm going to be allergic to it. I'm going to die there.
Yeah, like you don't even know.
I know exactly.
You don't even know foreign bugs.
Exactly. You got to get your shots and stuff. Now I'm and people are like, oh, but he's not afraid to swim with the shark. No, I am not. I am one with the water. I was born into
terrified of
water.
sharks.
I was a swimmer.
Listen,
the water
I've
is my
seen the
favorite
Meg.
place.
I've seen the Meg. I don't know what's down there. I love that movie.
The Meg is awesome.
I love
I
that
didn't know
movie.
you loved the Meg.
Of course I do. Josh, we like all the same things.
Yes!
This should not be shocking. I love that movie. I literally saw it like the other day on TBS as we were watching baseball.
Yes.
I was like, ooh, we could watch the Dodgers like game 5 or whatever, or we could watch the Meg.
The Meg.
And Nils was like, put the baseball on. I was like, damn it.
My favorite thing to do with the Meg is when I see it on the guide, right? I'm like, all right, I'm going to click on the Meg and I'm going to say to Amanda, I was like, I bet it's the part where he's invading the beach, and it comes on. It's always the part where he's swimming towards the beach full of people
Yeah, it's
every
really-
time.
That's really funny.
It's so good. Jason Statham's finest performance.
Oh, I agree. That's
He
fantastic.
Crushes.
Yeah.
You can give me Snatch. You can give me Lock, Stock, and Smoking Barrel. Good. He is all the Fast and Furious movies. Good. He is incredible in the Meg.
Yeah, no, he's so good.
Trust him.
He's so good.
They call me the Jason Statham of Pittsburgh. I'm not sure if you know that.
Do they?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Amanda married me because she thought I looked like Jason Statham.
You should put
That's
that on.
false. That's
You
false.
should put that on like a business card, like Josh Macuga. They call me the Jason Statham of Pittsburgh.
I'm going to do that for sure. I need to lose about 25 to 30 more pounds so you can see my abs, which is going to take about, I'm hoping for summer vacation this year that maybe you can see an ab.
Oh, an ab,
An
a
ab.
single one.
Single
I believe
one.
in you.
Thank
Honestly,
you.
I do. I really do.
And once I got back on the workout train and built some muscle, now it's time to lean out. I need to talk to my brother-in-law who owns a gym. If I lived in Orange County, I could go to his gym every day and like meal prep and all that kind of
Who's
stuff.
driving to Orange County?
I know. But if I lived there, it'd be better. I'm not going to live
You
there.
might as well be like driving to Mexico. It's so far.
So far.
Everyone's like, isn't it the next county over? I'm like, it might as well
Yeah.
be 4 states away. Like, it is so far.
When you're driving from Northern California back south, where you enter Los Angeles County, because the last time I saw it, I was like, This is LA County?
Yeah.
This is a solid 2 hours from my house.
No, it's so true because we drove from Sonoma to Palm Springs to LA. So like it was a little bit different as we went around.
Yeah.
But just driving down, you're just like, how is this happening? It's such a long state.
It's gigantic.
And all the cities go like tall, not wide. Like all the areas are like based on length. So it just feels you have to drive like so long to get through one entire county.
So Pennsylvania is wide, right? It's not, you can drive north to south in about 2 hours, right? 2.5. From like the bottom border of West Virginia or Ohio to the New York border is about 2.5 hours. From Pittsburgh, which isn't even the end of the state, it's pretty close to where I live, to Philadelphia, which is, at New Jersey, it's 6+ hours.
That's insane.
And people are like, oh, you're from Pittsburgh? I have buddies in Philly. I was like, that's like saying, oh, I live in LA. My brother lives in San Francisco. We see each other every day.
Yeah, that's crazy. It actually is, though.
It's the same distance, basically,
Yeah.
right? And
That's wild.
yeah. So there is like that idea of, okay, so if I really put all of the effort, meal prep, workout, all that stuff, I could probably lose all the weight. But it's so fucking hard.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Here's
hard.
what I think.
And now
I think
I'm
as long
almost
as
40,
you...
my metabolism.
Well, I just think that...
Should I get some illegal pills?
No.
Should I go to Mexico and get some like illegal weight loss
You
pills?
could definitely get those. They sell them like in Tums, like a Rolade thingy. I saw them at the pharmacy when I was there. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Because it's basically meth.
Yeah, no, it is. It's speed.
Speed. Yeah.
What you don't do that.
Yep.
Don't do that. What you need to remember is that like the first hump of it is the hardest.
Yeah.
Like you have to train your body, and you can train your body.
Mm-hmm.
I think you need to look at how often you're eating throughout the day because that's going to help boost your metabolism. You need to eat more.
That's what I do. I eat I have like meal, like small meals all throughout the day. It's like a small breakfast, a little mid-meal, then a small lunch, then a small meal,
And
and
are
then
all
dinner.
of those meals super balanced?
Yes.
And how early do you eat?
What do you mean? Like in the morning?
Yeah. Like when do you start
As
eating?
soon as I wake up, by about 20 minutes later, I have like a small meal. I have like an egg bite.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Costco makes these like healthy ones, and like a banana or like a strawberry or some sort of fruit. And then my mid-meal is like yogurt with granola. Then the lunch is probably like a smoothie with like maybe a vegetable in it.
Yeah, you got to start. I mean, like you got to start putting in
Proteins.
Yeah,
like more turkeys
like
and
meats,
beets.
like
Yeah.
meat. Honestly,
Chickens.
and you gotta do it from like the get go. You know, you gotta wait. Sometimes you have to wake up and you need to eat like. If I can't imagine eating turkey bacon, that horrifies me.
It's not that bad.
I don't like turkeys. I haven't eaten turkey in like 10+ years because they have vaginas on their necks and it's gross. But anyways, so thanks for the support. I appreciate that. So if I'm just saying, you gotta like, if it's turkey bacon, if it's turkey sausage, if it's something
real
lean,
bacon.
if it's regular bacon, I swear it will make a difference because all you're just filling yourself up is like water weight right now, a bunch of vegetables and stuff like that. Like yogurt's good, but then
The Greek yogurt.
Greek yogurt's good, but then like throw like tons of like you need fats, carbs, you need all of that stuff in order to get your body to respond to it and start breaking it down a lot faster.
Ed Haskell in chat has given me like some of the worst advice.
What is he
ever. He's
saying?
Like, Josh, also eat once a day. The first 2 to 4 days can be. No, I'm not doing that. Ed, but I appreciate you.
There are like really strict meal plans you can follow online
Yeah.
where it's like you eat this in the morning, this in the afternoon, this, and it's very like small, and then you have that one cheat day thing. A lot of people do it that way. I just personally found that like it was always, I had no metabolism. I had a hormone disorder. I gained 40 pounds in 4 months. It was right when I moved here. Yeah, which is like, everyone's always like, yeah, right. I'm dead serious. 100%. I gained 40 pounds in 4 months. And there
So
was
you were a
nothing.
chubby kid.
Oh, yeah. There's nothing I could do about it. But I just started training myself to eat. And I started waking up and eating like a real breakfast, Lots of protein.
I'm going to go back. I got to talk to my brother-in-law. Really get some things. Because I saw a picture of myself from the beach when I was 20. Now that's 40 years ago? That's 20 years ago. So obviously my metabolism was a lot different. I was working out a ton. I was also working construction in the summertime. So I was like constantly moving around. So like whatever. I had like, you could see all 6 of the abs. Like even the low ones, which are the tough ones on a body like mine.
You just got to get through the first hump of it. It'll get a lot easier.
Yeah.
You know?
My buddy just did the beach body. Holy shit. It's crazy. But he did
Really?
it like for a year and a half through pandemic. What I need to do is now we got the holidays coming up, so I kind of got to, I'm not going to like go crazy, but I like to enjoy the holiday
Yeah, you
food.
need to accept. You need to accept that the holidays are just tough.
A wash.
Yeah.
And I have been drinking less. For like the last 5 years, I've been drinking less. But
Yeah.
like, you know, less per consumption. This weekend's going to be kind of a wash. My dad's coming into town tonight. Vodka's going to start flowing. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The old man likes
Just
it.
do vodka waters or vodka sodas.
I do drink a lot of vodka waters
Yeah.
with like a lime.
Yeah.
Bradley Pooper says, eat McDonald's every day. Well, that's the thing, is I need my McDonald's at least once a week.
Yeah, well,
Once every 2
you
weeks.
can't deprive yourself of things. That's
Yes.
the worst type of way to do a diet. And also, you have to also be able to enjoy certain things.
Correct.
You know, I don't agree with having to cut everything out. I just think everything in moderation,
Mm-hmm.
and as long as you're eating the right things throughout the day and you are staying active.
Okay.
But also remember, some of it's also just genetic
I
as
know.
well.
That's the problem. As soon as I would quit swimming, like I would end swimming in April and just like hang out for a month and then start playing golf all the time and then work out throughout the summer or whatever. But I would put on 20 pounds like that. Like no problem. My jeans would get so tight like immediately. Because I was swimming like 7 miles a day. It's insane amount of swimming.
Yeah, dude. If I remember when I had that hormone disorder, so I have like cysts. You know, I have like
Yeah.
36 or something insane. They're in there. They're fine. They're all little guys. It's insane. Like
Did you get them removed or is
no,
that?
because they're so small. They don't grow, and they're just like right there. And right before this was when they
like
told me
speed
I was
bumps.
when they told me I was like infertile and all this stuff. Right, that was when the hormone disorder got really bad, and I didn't know what that felt like, obviously, to gain weight like that. But I kid you not, like 40 pounds within like a summer.
Whoa.
And it was like nothing I did. It was like every day I woke up feeling heavier. And it was awful because you almost
and
feel
you're so
like
little too. You're 8 years old, 9 years old.
9. No, this
said
was
when
when
you first moved here.
When I moved to LA.
Oh.
So I was like
oh my
19.
God.
I was like 19, which is like the worst time
I
to
know.
have that happen to you.
Oh no.
Yeah, but it definitely taught me a lot about like my body personally, and sometimes
Is it a thyroid thing?
No, it's like I have polycystic and
So are you on like a medication every day to like keep you? or
well,
no?
they put me on like stronger birth control because
Oh, okay.
I just had no hormones. Like literally, I had no hormones. So I had
Interesting.
no hormones. I didn't get my period for like 6 years.
What?
I like after I had Harrison, then I went right back to not having my period. It's insane.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
The human body, dude.
I
Especially
know.
women's bodies.
Tell me about it.
it. Who has time for
Miss
this?
Lenora Dixon says, "Get a food pyramid poster. It will help too."
Aw, that's really sweet.
Appreciate you.
I need to get one of those
Yes.
for Harrison, like really cute one. Maybe I get like a Star Wars themed one or
need
something.
to like log in my foods and all this kind of stuff. It's so much work.
Mm-hmm.
But you know what? If I want to get abs, I just want to look like Jason Statham. from
If I
Facebook.
if I want to get abs, this is what we have to do. I believe in you, honestly. I
Thanks,
really
Sinead.
do.
Appreciate you. You want to do some videos and make me smile? We can get
Yeah,
on?
let's do it.
I forgot to do ad reads for Perk today. Let me do it real quick. There you go. Hold on. Go back. Let's go back. Let's start this again. Here. Let's hit it. Everybody, let's go to perkclothing.com. This is their everyday tee. I like this color. I'm a
I
big
love that
fan of-
color.
Thank you.
It's like an aubergine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's nice.
Aubergine. Very, very comfortable everyday tee. Go to perkclothing.com. Use the code GPA. 20% off your order. You can get those butt hugging chinos. The shirts make you feel like you have abs, even if you don't. Okay. And when you look this good with clothes on, who cares what you look like with your clothes off? Am I right, Sinead?
That's good. Did you come up with that on
I
your
did.
own? I like it.
Thanks. I should have been like a copywriter for an ad agency. I'd be Mad Men by now.
I believe it, honestly. I believe it.
I just come up with taglines for things in Joshperty. Like I did a whole bunch of taglines for this past one, which airs tomorrow. Mark Riley versus Perry and a little scary Joshperty. I got to be honest with you. Like Hollywood should have hired me just to write. Like
My
what's your
sister
movie?
used to do that, but they used to be really bad on purpose. And that was like a thing that we did. She'd always be like, oh, can I have one of these? And she'd drink it and she'd be like, Dasani, tastes like feet. Like, and we would just laugh so hard. Or she'd
It's
be
like
water,
Shinasti.
water, drink water. Like she would do stuff like that all the time when we were like teenagers. And
Yeah.
I used to think it was the funniest thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's like Carl's Jr. Are you okay?
Yeah, that I feel like that's way more effective.
Totally. Like make fun of your product. Let the product be made fun of.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Perk it's really good. I'm telling you, if you like what you look like in shirts, just get Perk stuff. It's better than
They
all
look
the other
very
stuff.
soft.
It's very soft. Feel it.
Like the
Get some
material,
for Nils.
the material itself looks like
It's
it looks
Pima
soft
cotton.
to look at.
Yes.
it looks soft to look
And
at.
you know what's nice about the shirt is it has that like dip here.
Yeah.
So it's not all
the
the way
dolphin hem.
Is that what it's called?
It's called a dolphin hem.
Dolphin hem. So go to the and if you come around here, so it's a little higher here.
Yeah.
But then it's not that like box. Like, hey,
Right.
This is what my shirt looks like now.
Right.
And they feel fantastic. I mean, you and Amanda both made fun of me for all my graphic tees for a long time, and my polos.
I never made fun of your graphic tees. I made fun of your Lacoste style polos.
You're such a jerk. And
Abercrombie and Fitch up in this house.
I never had Abercrombie.
You might as well
ever.
have, all right? They looked the same. That's the thing about polos, bud.
Bud.
They all look the same.
Hey, bud. Yeah. It's but perk. Get perky. Do you want to look perfect? Get some perk. You like that? I like to move around in my clothes.
Yeah,
Really
I
get some
think
movies.
that they look incredibly soft.
Well, they are, and that's why you should buy them. All right, let's do some videos that make me smile. All right. So, look at this. Have you ever seen a fluffy Frenchie before? Look at this. I didn't know these existed. This is one of the cutest dogs. Look at that little guy. He's got like longer hair.
Oh, wow.
He also looks like a bat a little.
Yeah, is it because he's just a newborn, do you think?
thi-
Is it like
maybe.
humans, like how they like are born
with
sometimes
fur?
with hair and
Yeah.
then they just lose it?
Rosie? Yeah, she was hairy.
I
She was a hairy
believe
baby.
it. Have you seen you?
I don't take off my perk shirts because the underneath situation here
It's funny.
is not good. I mean, it's so. Look at those ears. Would you get a
Sweetie.
Frenchie?
No.
Would you? Because you don't like the small
I'm
dogs.
like, how cute. No.
Because you like bigger dogs
I like big dogs.
and German shepherds.
Yeah. Well, German Shepherds are big dogs.
'Cause
You
got
should
a
see
new
my
dog,
dog.
right?
Well, yeah, we got her in June and she's like massive.
What's her name again?
Hayes.
Hayes.
She's named after a detective. Do you know the detective? Or the
No.
private detective or something? A PI?
What's it from?
A movie or something?
Did you name her?
I don't know. It's a woman. It's a woman from a movie or a TV show.
Is it like Rizzoli and Niles?
No, it's like somebody like Marlowe was named after Philip Marlowe. So it's
Okay.
on that level of like somebody
Is
will
it
say it.
Hayes?
Yes. And we call
Hayes?
her Hazy because she's crazy. So we call her
Detective.
Crazy Hazy.
Maddie Hayes Detective Agency.
Where is that from?
Moonlighting. It's Sybil Shepherd's character. Bruce Willis. was in
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Nice. It's a
That's
great
right.
show.
That's
That was
right.
when Bruce Willis was still like sort of keeping his hair, and then he got to Die Hard, and then they're like, we're gonna keep giving you merkins, like head merkins,
Shame, poor Bruce Willis.
and now he's bald. Why?
Yeah.
Why poor Bruce Willis? He's
Because
crushing.
he hasn't been crushing lately.
Hasn't crushed since Die Hard, in my opinion. No, I'm kidding. He's been awesome.
He hasn't crushed since
Maybe
Die
si-
Hard.
since
He definitely
Armageddon.
has. He definitely has like had little blips here and there, but
Yeah.
I just like him. I wish
the
he
best.
was doing more things.
I mean, he's older now, and apparently he just
know.
mails it in. But we need like a Bruce Willis like Oscar turn because he's never been nominated for an Oscar. We need him to do like one of like a serious or like a movie where he can get him nominated for an Oscar, so he gets the recognition he deserves.
He's not that old.
He's pretty old.
Okay, but like
Let's
De
see.
Niro and Pesci just did The
I know.
Irishman. They're actually old.
Bruce Willis is 66.
Okay, that's not that
It's
old.
not.
In comparison to, how old is George Clooney? Really quick before we move on. Just look up George Clooney's age, just so we have a comparison.
I think George Clooney is somewhere around 62. 60 years old. 60.
60, okay.
May 6, 1961.
Okay. Because I feel like George Clooney, even when he's not doing anything, he just is able to maintain this very crazy.
Got those rich people drugs.
Yeah, it's insane. No, but like not even that. I mean, not even just
just a
his looks. I
handsome-
mean, just like star power or like
Always.
presence.
Anytime he's in something, you watch it.
Yeah, exactly. Even if like you're not even like the biggest George Clooney fan, you're just like, oh, George Clooney's in this. We should probably watch it. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
It's insane.
Peaceful Guy says Bruce Willis should have been in Dune. Yeah, he should have been Josh Brolin's character.
Oh, but I
in
love Josh
Dune.
Brolin.
But he's great.
I love
He's-
Josh Brolin.
He's not the best dude.
I love him though. Wait, is he bad? Is he problematic? Did he do bad things?
Yeah.
Oh man,
don't-
another one.
Yeah, it's bad.
Isn't Bruce Grillis?
Grillis?
Isn't Bruce Willis a bad person too?
Bruce,
I've
are you
heard-
saying Bruce Grillis? Or
Willis.
It's Bear Grylls' buddy, Bruce Grills. No, he's very tough to work with, apparently.
he had like a little blip during COVID. There
So,
was
like, a Me
like he
Too
walked into that pharmacy without like a mask, and right in the beginning of COVID, and everyone freaked out. But then a lot of people just said he just forgot, and I was just like,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Anyways,
All right.
I didn't know that about Josh Brolin.
I'll tell you after.
Oh man.
All right, what's next? Okay. All right, look at this guy. He's getting ready. He's ready for the ball. This is 2 Frenchie videos right in a row. I think an algorithm is hitting me. But look at him get. Look, he's ready. He's ready. Look at him go. He's ready. He's playing soccer. This is what Harrison looks like when Sinead's getting ready. He doesn't look like a French bulldog, but I'm just saying he's ready.
Harrison's
he's about
like
to kick
sitting
it.
down on the ground. That is so cute. What a tease.
I
So
know.
he's just like,
Come
this
on.
whole time, he's like, when are you going to kick it to me?
Yeah,
Aw,
yeah.
what a cutie.
Come on, let's go. All right, what's next, DK? All right, come on. That's on those stupid mono wheels, but he looks like he's going forward on one of the speeder bikes.
Wait, what?
Look at
How
that.
do they do this?
So look, he's
Is it a Vespa in there?
no. No.
What
It's
is
one of those
happening?
mono wheel things you ride like a skateboard. You
What's
know,
a
like
mono wheel?
you ever do you know what
Oh.
I'm saying? See?
Yeah, jabroni toys.
Yeah, it's a total jabroni
Yeah.
thing. But he has turned that jabroni thing into genius, in my opinion.
That is great.
Right?
That's really good.
Right?
You need to live in Chatsworth to be able to
Pull
do
that
that down
off.
your street,
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Because you need like open neighborhoody. You could never do that in Highland Park. Are you kidding?
No. You'd get run over. 100%.
Yeah, like 5 seconds later.
Yeah. But you could put your triple bean pizza on the front of it like that.
Yeah, that's cool. I literally thought he was like hovering for a second.
I
was
know.
Like, do people know he figured this out?
This is engineering kind of stuff that I could never figure out, but it's genius.
This
All right.
is really fun.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
If only Ken Knapsack knew how to do this.
It looks like he just put a bunch of junk on it, you know?
Totally.
It just
Yeah.
looks tight.
Sick. All right, what's next, Ikeka? All
Oh
right,
my
the
God,
dog is
this
watching a
dog.
Cardi B video.
Oh my gosh.
Like-
That dog in like human years is like also like 11 years old,
yeah,
you
he's
know?
like he's in his teenage. Like, wait a second, am I supposed
Wait,
to like
no,
boobs
that's
and
like
butts?
a straight up puppy. That dog is so cute. What is that, a golden
It's a
retriever?
golden, yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's
But
so
he's just
cute.
like, wait a second, am I supposed to like boobs and butts? Because I like this. This is a good one.
No, that dog's like 5. Like 6 years
Well,
old.
I will say we were on a beach in Hawaii, and my little nephew, I think it was like 3 or 4, and a woman walking by, extremely attractive, had very big boobs. I mean, it was gorgeous, and every man on the beach was looking, including my 3-year-old nephew, and I was like, got it. he knows. He knows.
That's funny.
Yeah. Oh, we got one more, Ikeka? All right, watch. Look at this little 15-month-old plays hide and seek better than me. Look at her little leg up
Oh
there.
my god.
She's like,
It took me a second to realize
you thought it was a doll, didn't you?
what was happening in this picture.
Look, don't look. You can't find me. Oh, crap, you found me. Look how cute
Oh
that
my
little girl
gosh.
is.
That is so funny.
Right?
How
Look
does
at her
she
little
stay
leg.
so still?
I don't know. But this dad apparently is crushing it because to get your kid to sit still like that, whoo.
Harrison, I'll be like, where is he? And then immediately he'll be like, I'm over here, like that. I'm so impressed by
Good,
how
so good.
quiet she hid.
I know. Is that the last one, Ikeka? Yeah. Sinead de Vries, the Positivity Report. We had a lovely conversation today. Make
Yeah.
sure you mix those sauces together when you're eating chicken.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what else we talked about. Yeah, it was fun.
What did we talk about?
These hours go by. They really do. Thank you all for watching the Positivity Report. We're here every single weekday. Tomorrow on the show, my dad will be here.
That's so exciting.
Mark Ellis will be here. Garrett Farney, flying in for the Queen's Cup, will be in studio as well to giggle in person. And this afternoon, there's no afternoons. We'll be back next week. And Sinead, at Sinead de Vries, all the things she's doing, she's the best. Just follow her and make sure you tell her that as such, okay, that she's the best.
Yeah, tell me that. I would appreciate it.
And special thanks to Mrs. de Vries for answering her phone. And I love that accent, and I will never insult you by trying to do it again, but probably will. Just give me a couple more drinks.
Yeah.
And save the date, December 9th.
December 9th. It's a Thursday.
It's a Thursday. Is it? No, I think it's Thursday.
You said it was a Thursday.
I did. I was like, did you come? It's a Thursday. We're going to do some nugget tasting with some sauces and reviews and all that kind of stuff.
I'm excited.
Thank you all for watching. Remember, every single day you choose positivity. It's an act of choice. Call somebody, text them, tell them you love them. It matters. It's way easier to love than hate. Find the good. We'll see you tomorrow. Stop it, Ikaika.